Weird things come out of this river, that's for sure, because they come out of our communities, off of our streets and out of our minds. There was places on the river that were knee-deep in styrofoam. Just styrofoam, trash everywhere. Refrigerators, automobiles, everything you see in our culture, it's in this river, believe me.
I would ride the metro in, and we'd go by this river. And I kept hearing that it was the most trashed and defiled river in the country, and it was part of the capital. And it just piqued my curiosity. I said, well, why is that?
When we started, the river was forgotten. I mean, some people knew about it, but by and large, you talk to anyone on the street about the Anacostia River, they, well, I think it's over there. And if you did get an answer, usually it was a negative one. Oh, it's dirty, it's stinky, it's polluted, it's filthy, or whatever. I think that's probably, to be honest, our biggest victory that I think we've achieved is to change public opinion about the river.
It was a time when there weren't a lot of people doing what we're doing, and we kind of just noodled it out ourselves. The programs we started are continuing and flourishing, and it's continuing to make a difference in this river. And I see the river from 25 years. What a tremendous change. It looks slow, but it's a river after all. You don't change it overnight.
We started collaborating and talking about what it would be to actually raise up the young people, but actually exposing them to the Anacostia River and the benefits of the river. Kids begin to move from only playing basketball and football to actually understanding and wanting to go kayaking and canoeing. And so we had a way of being able to bring the parents and the young people together. They get in that canoe together and start paddling in the same direction. Well, that moved from just an activity to things that were going on in their homes.
In arriving here in 1998, the circumstances in Southeast Washington were not really very attractive. The neighborhood did not look very good. The river clearly was not clean. To the extent that the Navy wanted to do right by the river here at the Navy Yard, we absolutely did that. We dug up underground tanks, we mapped and put in safeguards against pluming underground, but also we made the commitment to work with AWS to go upriver and do things up there as well. They facilitated aggressive involvement. It would not have worked if the Navy and the U.S. government had been all alone doing this. The AWS served as a lightning rod to bring together the other stakeholders, to be a taskmaster, to be a conscience.
This is a very exciting time to be an environmentalist in the city. This is a very exciting time to be focused on bringing the Anacostia back to its glory days. There are three important initiatives, all of which the Anacostia Watershed Society is a strategic partner in. And that's the long-term control plan that DC Water is working on to reduce the combined sewer overflows. That's the stormwater regulations that the District of Columbia has promulgated, and the remedial investigation and feasibility study on the Anacostia, so that we will have a blueprint to remove the legacy toxins that are in the Anacostia River. The Anacostia Watershed Society stands by the district on all those fronts.
It's critical that we involve our students in the AWS programs because they live so close to the Anacostia River. It's part of what they see every day, and just understanding the ecosystems surrounding the river, their impact on the river is critical as they grow up. So through rice rangers, through river habitats, when they're out on the boat, when they're growing the plants, when they're planting the plants, when they revisit years later and see the growth of those plants, they will have a sense of accomplishment, and they'll also feel a direct tie to the environment.
Seafarers and AWS became partners 25 years ago, and we're still their partners. When you see people now over the past 20 years, when I see people out here now rowing up and down this river, that's an improvement. When I see people sit beside with their families and just enjoy a clean-looking river, that's an improvement. One thing about boaters, they like clean water too, you know? And we have a motto: this is our river, we mean to keep it clean.
Anacostia Watershed Society has been here for 25 years, and we're going to be here till the job is done. The Anacostia, when it's clean, will be a fabulous destination for people who live here now. Discover your Anacostia. Come out today and see it. Paddle, walk into the water someplace. I know it's hard. fish on the river. See what's in this river. There's life here, there's beauty, there's birds. It's wonderful. Together we're going to make this a destination for our nation's capital and for this region.